What's up, everybody? It's your boy D Will here, keeping it real DC, doing a live interview with my man Frankie Combs, or Frankie J as they call him in the streets. And he has this new book out called Blood, Lies, and Secrets. Man, what's up, Frankie? There you go. Put the book back up for me, Frank. There it is, Blood, Lies, and Secrets. His actually this book has been revised, right, Frank?
Yes, this is actually a revised copy of the first issue I had. I had to redo this during COVID, so I had plenty of time. You know, being in the house, I want to make my time useful, and I felt that I needed to do a better body of work.
Okay. So we'll get to that in a minute. Let me ask you a little bit about you. So you're a Washington, D.C. native. You're from the Washington area. Tell us a little bit about the area that you're from and like what school that you came up in, because I know a lot of people probably can relate to you from the area, and I know you from the area and everything.
Oh yeah, D. Will, most definitely, bro. I grew up Georgia Avenue Northwest. I'm an uptown product.
Uptown,
and I went to Archbishop Carroll High School.
Oh, Archbishop Carroll. Okay, I know a couple of
brothers. That Catholic school education.
Catholic school education, the good education.
Don't ask me how to spell it.
No doubt. So anyway, and that's Uptown Northwest. I was from Uptown Northwest myself, actually.
Okay.
Let me ask you this: when did you first get into writing and knew that you wanted to write a book and stuff like that?
You know, I got into this writing thing. You know, I knew I had a talent for it many moons ago. When I was in the high school, I used to rap for a group. Oh. Now, I sounded horrible. I couldn't rap to save my life. but I wrote the raps. And one of my buddies, while we were in the studio, he said to me, he kept turning the pages. He was like, "Man, these raps are like a book. These raps are like a book." So that's when I knew I pretty much had a knack for it. But I just didn't have the direction or the discipline to stay in the writing till after I turned 30, about 10 years later.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I was I was looking at an episode on ABC, and they were showing a lot of African American men incarcerated. And what they were doing was interviewing these men on how they were raised, where they were raised, and so forth and so forth. And, it dawned on me, man, a lot of us go through a lot of trauma, that leads us down the wrong path many times.
Right.
We as a society, we have a bad habit of, pointing the finger, look at that person. But we need to start really asking ourselves why.
Right.
So that really guided me to write something about, Black men and what Black men go through, just as much as Black women, to be quite honest with you.
Okay.
It's really no different. It's an unspoken thing with us, though.
Right. And that was going to be my next question, actually. Like, where did you get the inspiration for the book that you did write? Like, when you set out and you say, well, rap is like, writing, but so now, what makes you want to write this type of book? Is it from stuff that you had experiences with, or what is it, your inspiration behind the writing of the book?
My inspiration just comes from what I've seen with a lot of Black men, and what I know for sure that they have, maybe gone through, a lot of not, I don't know about, sexual abuse, but a lot of verbal and physical abuse.
Right.
And not only that type of abuse, but like some of my other characters, you have, some that go through the abuse of a heartache,
right.
Or heart, rather. You have another one who is very insecure.
Okay. So what is the book actually about, though? Tell me that.
It's about 5 Black boys growing up in D.C. in the 80s and friends, and what each one of them went through behind closed doors that made them the men that they became. Okay. Everyone has a story.
Right.
Yeah. they didn't just wake up and end up like this. Not each one went through something traumatic.
Right.
It's just, I think these 5 men sum up a lot of men, especially black men in this country. Now, the characters are black, the environment is black, of course, but the experiences are actually universal. They can go, they're broad. It can happen to anyone in any race.
You're right about that. It could happen to anyone in any race. Does one of these characters relate to you and your story at all?
No, man. But when people read it, they say one of the characters, I must be Keith, because Keith is short. So
that's what they relate to, you being Keith, just the shortness of Keith.
Yeah, they're like, you Keith, you short. but I never had any physical insecurities. My insecurities came from, can I achieve something? Can I challenge myself? Am I good at something?
Right, right.
Those were my insecurities.
So tell me, the ladies in the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's ladies in the book. Have you met any of these type of ladies in real life that's in your book?
Oh, man. Oh, for sure. The ladies in the book are a supporting cast.
Okay.
The main characters are 5 black men. The supporting cast are the black women. Oh yeah, most definitely. I met these type of women. They're pained women, man, and like we said, there's a reason why people act the way they act. So these characters, you have Tashina, who was sexually abused and physically and emotionally abused. She ends up as an adult, yearning for love, because she never received it from a man. But every man she met, puts his hands on her or, abuses her in some shape or form. You have Kimberly Jones, who is, she's a marketing director for BET, very attractive, well put together physically, but she chases the wrong man, which is Brendel Knight in the book. She chases the wrong man for all the wrong reasons. And she can't figure out how come this man would not settle down with her when all these other men do. That's kind of, it's a little bit too common nowadays in our society.
Yeah.
And the third, it would be Gloria, who is the wife of Randall, who's a good husband, good father, good provider. But she's addicted to the sex of Brendel.
Oh, okay.
She can't shake. She's Brendel's ex from college,
right,
but she can't shake the sex. Now you got this good man now, and she's not saying the sex is bad,
right?
But it doesn't stand up to Brendel's, and she's yearning for that feeling.
Okay, got you.
So it really sums up a lot of modern day women as well.
Right. It does. It sums up a lot of modern day women as well, because these women out here these days, there's a little there's a lot of mental health issues going on around here. I will say that.
No, definitely.
What do you think your readers? Now I know you're going to get 2 different types of reactions. You're going to get a different point of view from the females and a different point of view from the males. What do you think the overall point of view from your readers that they'll take from your book?
I think each party I can identify with a character, and as long as you can identify with the character, maybe you might see some wrong in yourself, and maybe you might lean more towards making, some changes, maybe rethinking some things about love, or actually, like you touched on earlier, mental health, man. It's really, really big in our society. And this book touches on, everyone has some type of mental health issue, right, but I gave reasons of why. If we can touch on the reasons why, people are going through this, maybe we can, try to get a better grip on this mental health health issue or catch it before it seeps into a person's soul, man. You know.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I want to touch on that in a second. I want to ask you this first in closing about your book. Um, do you plan on writing another book? If so, will it be like the continuation of this book, or will it be something completely different?
Yeah, writing is my passion. So I'm doing something different. So my next novel that I'm working on now would be more of a romantic setting.
Mm,
Um, I like that I like the Love Jones feel, man. You know, the love and basketball feel.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we seem to be missing that nowadays. So I
We are,
wanna,
Steph. We are.
yeah, I wanna recreate something on the same lines or something like that. I have many ideas, so I will be working on a couple projects.
Okay, that's cool, man. We're gonna be looking for your project. Like I said, a couple of people already purchased your book when I put it up on the group page. They sent it to me that they purchased it, made the purchase. So, man, I was glad to help out in that way. I'm gonna sit back and wait for their results and see, get their opinions and how they feel about it and post it myself. I'm actually going to start reading the book myself. I haven't read it yet, but I just got a copy that I ordered and it's about to come in. So as soon as it come in, I'm gonna tell you my take on it and how I feel about it. And I look forward to your next book, man. For real, for real.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Be will.
No doubt, no doubt. But look, also back on the thing that you was talking about, the mental health out here with the relationships and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you something that I found, man. I think it's more so on a condition of the black relationships, the black man and the black woman. Because when I look at the counterparts, like the white friends that I have and their relationships, and when we go out and how they treat each other, it's nothing like how my black couples and stuff treat each other. So I think a
Hmm.
lot of it is from the conditioning of how we've been conditioned from, way back in the day to how it is still now. And if you haven't done anything to uncondition yourself, you're still going to do the same patterns. He's going to treat his sister like that. The sister going to still act like that with the man, and it's just crazy. And a lot of mental health goes involved in that. You know what I'm saying? Because I find it hard out here these days trying to find somebody mentally stable just to date. Actually, it's crazy, man.
But
It is. It's absolutely crazy. Just mentally stable. Forget what they have and what they can do for you. Just can you come with some mental stability first?
yeah,
Just
man.
don't be crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, we laughing, man, but you know that is a serious topic you touched on, my brother. Yeah, I think we as black people, man, I think today we're just putting too much pressure on each other, unnecessary pressure at that.
Right.
Unnecessary pressure to be a certain way to think this is how we're going to get our mate or love. Um, it can be, a black woman thinking she has to dress a certain way, she has to put on certain outfits or look a certain way, and it's the black man saying that has the pressure of I need to be making high six figures. I need to do this to get a woman and or love. And I think we're just putting too much pressure on each other. I think we need to get back to the core, you know,
Yeah.
the core of a person, you know, and when you find out the core of that person, you can start courting. You know, I don't see people courting. I don't even see men holding their woman's hands too much anymore. I don't see him claiming, his woman. Like you see people walking in restaurants or venues, the man. I see men walking in front of the woman or
Yeah.
behind her or something.
Yeah. Because every woman now is a thought. They think every woman is a thought. Is no courting anymore. You can't, and that's what I try to explain to people. It's like, so the dating scene is when you're going out for the first date as a man. You meet her on the phone, you meet her in the store, wherever you meet her, you go out for that first date. And the dating scene, that first date is not me courting you, lady. I don't even know if we're going to go on a second date. I don't even know if you're the person that need to be courted. So that
Uh,
first date is not me courting you. You know, you don't get to that point until we actually make the decisions. It's like you don't give me no draws until you actually make the decision that you want to give me some draws. So I'm not courting you until I actually make the decision that you deserve to be courted. That the first date ain't me courting you. We can go Dutch for real.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly think, uh, we putting too much. A conversation, getting to know somebody, be will. When did it come with a price tag? When did just a conversation, just getting to know each other, come with a price tag? Getting to know somebody is free, brother, and love is free. We just gotta stop. We gotta stop putting a price tag on anything. And like you said, look, the first date is just us talking. Just that's not the courting period. The courting period comes when I get to know you after the first date. Like, do I want a second date or third date? And it goes vice versa. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. Exactly. And that's the thing about it. It's like a lot of these ladies out here, man, everybody feels like they deserve to be courted. Okay. But every woman is not a lady. Doesn't act like a lady, doesn't act accordingly. Like I'm not gonna put my money into no penny stock because my investment's never gonna grow. And like you said, when you first start out, just like investing in anything in stocks, if you're investing in anything that you're gonna put your money and your time in, you do your research first. And my research shouldn't cost a whole lot of money. Once I've researched and decided on what I'm gonna put my money into, then I start investing, putting my money into it, spending and whining and dining. But other than that, I just spent all this money on all these penny stocks. By the time I find the stock that I need to invest in, I ain't got no money. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been spending money on all these little penny stocks that never turn any kind of, money back and shit. So it's crazy out here, man. Then the mental illness thing, I was talking about the guy Kevin Samuels that just passed, rest his soul.
Oh yeah, God rest. Yeah, rest in peace,
And
brother. Yes.
he made a living off of, kind of like women bashing, trying to, say that men are this and men are that, and women, y'all have to get your money up and all that stuff. But my whole thing about that was like, it's you could be I got like 7, 8 figure dudes that I know. You know what I'm saying? And it's no rhyme or reason to what these dudes want. Just because he is 7, 8 figure dude, he doesn't necessarily want a 6 or 7, 8 figure woman. He'll take a fucking 5 figure woman if she nice looking, she this, that, and the third, and she got brains on. He don't care about men don't really care about what a woman's pockets is at the end
Oh,
of the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing. You could take a nigga that's got 8 figures and he gonna go and get the damsels in distress, or he'll go get the Instagram model broad that look like all to be damned, ain't got a dime in her pocket though, and he'll turn her into a housewife and shit and be happy with it. You know what I'm saying? It's only the ladies out here that are looking for these dudes that they think that got all this money that can turn their life around. And these niggas is assholes. Most of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them is assholes because they got a certain amount of money. They feel a certain type of way. They want a certain type of thing. And he was right on that shit. Like a lot of the dudes don't want these, half-ass bras that you see that, working these government jobs. But, at the end of the day, everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. You said a mouthful right there, brother. I think a lot of women just have the misconception, man, and of what a real man is. Like you said, yeah, he got money, but what type of man is he? What is your soul or your peace of mind? It comes with a price tag, because, like you said, he could be your type and he can have all the money in the world, but does he really make you happy? Does he really care about you? Does he respect you? There's something else that we don't touch on in the black community, man. There's a word that has been lost through the realm of years of this conflict we have with men and women in the dating life. The word is class. You understand what I'm saying?
It's class.
It's class.
I like that one.
We don't speak about class anymore.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I would like a woman of class. It's not necessarily what you wear, it's how you're wearing it. It's how you're conducting yourself. It's how you present yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I mean, what happened to the days of the Diane Carrolls, man, and
oh yeah. there are no more Diane Curls and stuff like that, Lena Horns and Diana Rosses. There are no more. There's only Tatianas and Keishas and and shit, Janiquas. There's no more of those. So
I mean, I remember seeing Jane Kennedy, man.
yes,
You remember Jane Kennedy?
yes, Jane Kennedy.
Bruh.
Yeah,
You and you know, back in those days, they did wear short dresses, but how she wore her outfits, man, it was just wow. And you said no, but like Diana Ross. I was just that would to me, that's what I wanted. That's what I always want. Class. Now we you can be a freak, you know, when we get behind them doors now, but I need you to know how to conduct yourself.
But look though, check this out, brothers. If we gonna do that, and we're gonna go back there, we gotta remember though that everything is led by man. It comes from God, the man, to everything else, right? I was saying this to somebody not too long ago. If you checked out how the brothers dressed back in the day, if you looked at back in the day how everybody had ties, dress shirts, dress pants.
Oh,
it wasn't no jeans and slagging and all that stuff and shoes and dress shoes. That's how they went out on a normal day to day.
Right, right. And we didn't have much money, but we looked good.
We looked good.
Yeah,
That's the thing about it. Class. Yeah, there you go. You're right. Class.
So, yeah, I noticed that too, D. Will, man. Because I did a lot of people watching. You know, when I'm writing, I do a lot of people watching. I go to the mall, I go to restaurants,
right,
movie theaters, events, and I just, analyze couples, right. And I'm not knocking, no man for choosing the way he want to dress, but I see these women dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
I mean, have on some nice jeans, sexy heels, or some leggings, heels, nice top, and he looked like he in a rap video, like.
Yeah.
Dude, compliment your woman.
They can't do that. They don't know how to do that.
But you said a mouthful. A man got to lead them, man.
A man got to lead them. They're not leading them.
Yeah, we're really hitting we're beginning to hit a brick wall with a lot of leadership, man. But as far as like what you were saying with black man leading, which yes we need, we also nowadays, D. Will, we need some black women leading too. Some of these young black women. You understand what I'm saying? They are not. I think just like black boys need a black role model, I think these black girls also need some type of role model as well.
Well, I think of course, black girls need role models, and black girls have a lot of role models out there, and there's a lot of black, male role models too. But when I'm talking about as a whole, as far as I'm strictly talking about the relationship and coming together as a man and a woman and having equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about society period. I'm just talking about this relationship aspect. It's so crazy because you got black men out here saying they want a good woman. You got black women out here saying I want a good man, and this same black man and black woman, let's say they're in their 40s or 50s, 40 to 50 years old, whatever the case may be. They've gone through a couple of bad relationships, whatever the case may be. All they should do now is probably just be honest with each other, try to be transparent with each other, and try to respect each other and treat each other with love and compassion and all the other things that relationships come to. Why can't these two people do it? Why is it always somebody that's going to end up lying about something? It's always somebody going to end up not being able to be honest about who they are, or not even that so much to be honest about who they are. Just in a heat of argument, can't agree to disagree. Somebody has to be petty. Why can't people just be mature, get along, talk, work things out, and continue their relationship? Everything nowadays is a deal breaker. You can meet somebody, go out with them, their second toe is longer than their big toe. Oh, that's a deal breaker. They're not fucking with you no more. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brother, you said a mouthful, man. I don't know, D. Will, I'm not that picky. I don't know, man. I don't know what has happened, man. Is it because we started excelling at a fast pace in work environment and entrepreneurship? Did that go to our head? Now we're like, well, yeah, her breasts don't sit up like cassava melons, and you know, her her butt not that round, and her stomach not on flat, and
You know what I'm saying? Not on flat.
yeah,
Stomach stuff.
stomach ain't on flat.
She 45 because she has 6 kids. What do you expect her stomach to be on?
Man, that's what kills me, man. But just like one of my characters, like Brindle. Brindle is one of those dudes. He's every woman's sweet tooth, right?
Right.
Every woman's addiction. But that dude, the pickiest dude on the face of the planet. But that's who women like are bending over backwards for.
Yeah.
Average is average not talked about no more. Like you just hit it. Like people knocking for anything. Anyone average has flaws.
Everybody have. Yep.
Thank you. So when did average start becoming obsolete in our communities?
Well, with social media,
no one wants anything average anymore. Like average is not even talked about.
Nobody. Look, this is the one I get all the time. This is the craziest thing ever. People always say this: "I'm not going to settle." The fuck do you mean you're not going to settle? You have to settle for something. I can understand you're not settling for less, but don't tell me you're not going to settle. Like you're going to settle for something. Whatever it is that you settle for is what you settle for, but don't tell me you're not going to settle.
My God, Lord have mercy, man. Listen, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that, brother, we'd be on a yacht right now. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, I don't get that. Like, even if what is settling? I don't get that term. What is settling nowadays?
Settling is different for each person.
Okay, I can see that, but it's someone that has everything that much better. Well, everything that you want, they may not have everything that you need, but just because he or she got everything you want, will they make you happy for the long haul? The long haul, bruh. These relationships nowadays, these people in our relationships every 3 to 5 years, like dude, the time a dude get for breaking the entering 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
These relationships 3 to 5. These relationships last 3 to 5, and people are going into the next relationship doing the exact same thing, and then the next one doing the exact same thing, and after a while, D. Will, you start becoming cold and heartless.
You're right.
Because you're so frustrated by who you're picking. You keep saying these men or these women, but it's really not. It's who you're picking.
It's who you're picking, and ultimately it ends up being you. Because you keep picking the same fucking person. And ultimately it ends up being you. But you never see that it's you. You can't
mental
see
health.
that it's you. That's the mental health at the end of the 2-3 years or whatever the case may be. Next thing you know, you're sitting there like, he was crazy or she was crazy. No, it was your ass that was crazy.
Yeah.
And you just never realized
it. A lot of times you attract, I believe in this, you attract what you are sometimes.
You attract what you are.
I think a lot of people, you know how we go out and you stare at a woman. Like a lot of women always saying nowadays, hey, he all staring at me, he all in my face. It's not, I'm just admiring you, but I'm analyzing you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm analyzing you to see if you're approachable, to see if you, what kind of energy you're giving off.
Right.
And if a lot of people give off negative energy, the only one that's going to deal with that is what? A negative person too.
Right.
So, I just, man, do you see it? I don't know where we're going to be in 10 years from now, man. What's going to happen?
Honestly, I have no clue. Like 10 years from now, the dating scene will probably be like Uber Eats. You just hit the motherfucker app. They come over for a couple of hours, date you, and then go about their motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. No mental attachment, no physical, attachment, no emotional. Just come over, get what you want, Go about your damn business. I mean, because it's crazy. Like you can't even ask people questions no more. I got on the phone with a girl, like asked a couple questions, like what's your name, like where you from, and she like, what is this, a damn interview? I was like, well, how am I supposed to get to know you? She's like, well, don't just ask me all them questions. I was like, okay, well, bye.
Right.
Because I gotta ask you something. Like, what am I
Man,
supposed to do?
I ran into the same thing, man. You listen, hey brother, you ain't by yourself. I'm like, hey, so what do you like to do on your off days? So do you have any hobbies, or hey, would what do you prefer, sunset, sunrise? And they were like, why are you asking me all these questions? Well, I thought that's how you get to know someone. And the thing about it, D. Will, I can see if I was asking them one after another, after another, after another, and we wasn't having a conversation.
Right.
I can get that. But if I'm conversing, but during the conversation, I'm just asking questions here and there. That's how you get to know somebody. I take it like maybe she didn't want me to get to know her.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe she was just like, look, I'm gonna get this meal, and Frankie J, goodbye. You know.
Frankie, and that a lot of them are out there for that meal. There's still to this day in 2022, you still got meal hoppers out this joint trying to get a free meal. And that's what look, but that's where women get it confused. Because you have to understand that you do have some women out here that and intentions are not to meet a guy and be with him in a relationship. It's just to go out and have a good time. They don't want nothing else but to go out and get a nice meal, have a good time, and go about their business. And us as men have to decide on who that is and who that is not, and spend our money accordingly. Now, when you don't want to spend that type of money, women, the first thing they're gonna say to you is that you cheap.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
you
heard
cheap.
that, brother. I've heard that too. Or not on that. Oh, you one of them broke dudes.
Yeah.
What? I got a job. I don't understand what broke. Broke to me mean. You know what? I would like to ask women this: what is the definition of a broke man? Is it because I don't want to spend? I don't even know your last name, but you want me to spend $250 on this date tonight?
That's a broke man. If you ain't got that 200 to spend on me tonight, you're broke. You're broke. If you ain't got this 200 to spend on this tonight, you not getting no ass at the end of this night. We going out for a good time. You like my company. If you ain't spending no 200, you broke. You ain't got it. I go out with the nigga that got it, and I might give him some ass tonight, but I might not. What? The fuck? Nah. I go to I take the bitch to Starbucks and take that one to Starbucks and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? She give me everything.
But no, hey man, I listen, I don't know, maybe man, it's because I'm not in that certain financial bracket that to me each date I go out on is a $300 or $400 date.
Right.
Now I don't mind. I'm just getting to know you. So let me just go out for a couple of drinks. We get something to eat. I don't mind spending money, but I don't think I have to spend $400 just to get to know you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if we went out 2 or 3 times, now I'm going to be in a position, to be like, hey, let me take you out of town. Forget the small stuff. Now I don't mind spending because, we're getting to know each other. I'm feeling what I know. And it don't equate to a dollar sign.
There you go. That's exactly. Now we can really go out because now I'm in the courting process. Now we can really, now I can really show you what I can do.
That you brother, you speaking gospel. Amen. Today's Sunday.
That's it. Today's Sunday, man. It's church, tabernacle. Now I can show you the man that I am because I realized the female that I think you are, and let me show you what's going on. I can handle this.
The quality and substance and character that you have shown me in this getting to know period makes me say, hey, you know what? I ain't got much, but what I got, it's yours.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, we about to have a real good time.
See, I think every woman thinks she comes to that table as Sanaya Lathan, and she doesn't. Because the difference is this: if I just met you off of a Facebook date or something like that, and we talking about going out on a date, I'm gonna say, okay, we might depend on how I'm feeling. If I want to go out that night and have a good time, and I don't mind, spending money, I'm gonna take you out somewhere nice. We're gonna do it because I want to do it. But 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna, try to make it something small and shit. If
Yeah,
Sanaya Lathan calls me and say, "Hey, I want to go out with you," woo, nigga, I'm gonna go to Ruth Chris, Del Frisco's, Ocean Air, every night. I'm gonna be ready to spend that money because I know the caliber of woman that she is.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
gonna be ready to spend that type of money because I know either she is or she not gonna mess with me, but I'm gonna make sure I give every opportunity that I can to show her that I can handle this. But you're not coming to the table as Sanaa Lathan. You
yeah.
coming to the table as Annette from the government that's been working there for 25 years that got that little bulge in the stomach we was talking about and 4 kids at home. That's how you coming to the
Yeah. boy, boy, them women gonna be out to cut you today, boy.
Hey.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know what I also have heard a lot, and to touch on what you said about, oh well, you're not coming to the table a lot. I've heard, and you probably heard this too. How many women you've heard say, "I need me a Barack Obama type man. I need me a man like Barack Obama."
I ain't heard nobody say no shit like that.
I've heard women say that like online, Facebook, when Barack
Yeah.
Obama was president, and he was dancing with Michelle at the ball, and singing Al Green in her ear.
Barack. They like Barack.
Yeah, so a lot of sisters were like, "I need me a Barack Obama. I need a man like a Barack Obama." Well, are you a Michelle Obama?
Oh.
You have to be a Michelle to get a man like Obama. You have to be Michelle.
You know what she gonna tell you? I'm a Cardi B. What you mean? I'm a Cardi B. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, exactly. That's why we going over here to Applebee's. Cardi B. Motherfucker. Thank you. Yeah, you're right though, brother. You're not Michelle Obama. That's what Kevin Samuels was trying to say. That you're not Michelle Obama. So how you gonna get yourself a Barack Obama?
You just have to understand. You have to bring some quality to the table as well. Face and body is fine, but what you got to bring something else, because see, like you said it earlier, we are these women groove off a man's educational level, his salary, his house, his car, his shoes, his clothes, everything, right? We men don't do that. Like, my dick ain't gonna get hard because you got a big house. No. I'm not gonna get aroused because you have a PhD.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm not gonna get aroused off your salary. If you told me you made $180,000 a year, okay. So I'm not. We don't work that way.
Right, but she dripping wet now.
But if I had,
look, we don't work that way, but you tell her you got that shit, she dripping wet.
I'm gonna tell you something else. When you at that level of a man, that's when you can tell these women, look here, I'm trying to Netflix tonight. She'd be like, okay, but me coming from working in the mailroom, let me try Netflix. Boy, boy, bye. That's what boy, bye.
Boy,
bye.
I can Netflix in my own house and chill. That shit.
I'm like, I got, I'll cook some dinner, and I got, got a bottle or something, some wine, some whatever. But, let me say, hey, you just want to chill tonight? Boy, please. Sit down somewhere. You talk about some Netflix.
Go sit down somewhere. But
sit down somewhere. But the dude who has more, he don't have to work as hard. He won't have a lot of work. That's the problem. They get this, they see this facade of a man and hear these accolades, these key elements that are in the air. And like you said, she moist, she ready. Let him say, yeah, I work at Microsoft, and I make this, and I live in Potomac. And next thing you know, he drives a 745 or whatever. Next thing you know, she butt naked.
She butt naked.
She butt naked.
And that's just how it is. And then they wonder why us older guys, or not older guys, the younger women like the older guys, because the younger women out here, they haven't been through 2, 3 marriages. You know what I'm saying? They don't have kids that's out of the house now, and now they can try to go get their groove back. The younger girls just want to have fun, and they see the older dude, and he don't mind tricking the younger girls. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't a whole lot to come with her. She just want to have fun. She not nagging him about shit. She don't give a fuck how much salt he putting on his food. She don't give a fuck if he not exercising. She don't care about none of that shit about this older dude. All she want to do is call him daddy, spend his money, give him some pussy, and get them gifts. The older bitch got too much shit with her. Her last husband, one of her kids might be in jail right now. She dealing, sending his ass money. It's a whole lot of shit with her job and stuff. Her other relationship, the last dude she messed with her, he busted her window. There's a whole lot of other shit with these people that's been through some experiences and stuff like that you have to deal with. And that's where all the mental shit come into. And that's why the younger dude like to go out, the older dude like to go out and get the younger broad. She just want to have fun. I don't give a fuck how I look when I'm little. I look like a grandpa when I'm with her, but she makes me feel young. And I do what I need to do for her. I get her little tennis shoes and her little Michael Kors purse or her little Gucci whatever. And she still go out and fuck with whoever she fuck with, her friends. But when she comes spend that time with me, she mine, and we cool like that. But whenever your old ass come over here, you talk about what I ain't cleaned up and this, that, and the third, and I'm using too much salt, and did I take my pill? I don't want to hear that shit. Take your motherfucking pills.
But the thing about with the 40 and over crew, it just comes with a lot of us are damaged, men and women. A lot of us are damaged, and like you said, that mental health, it's not something. When people say mental health, sometimes people get the misconception that it's something somebody been dealing with for years or since they were a child or whatever. A lot of times, man, it's just you put yourself or you stayed in a bad relationship and it wore you down to a depressed state. Now, depression is mental health issues, correct?
Depression is mental health issues.
That's right.
It is. Yes.
If you don't treat it, if you don't do anything to seek any treatment, brother, you gonna get those women. Where your pills? Why you take your pills? Why you ain't clean this? Ain't no toilet paper. Why ain't no paper towels? Why you ain't doing? Ain't no paper plate. Why ain't no forks? Why you ain't clean the fork? And there's one fork in there. Why you ain't clean the fork? So
you gonna get that. You gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't eat no ass tonight? And then eating ass is the number. If you eat ass, you can get anybody.
Is that the end thing now, D-Will? That's the end thing.
That's the end thing now, man. Everybody want to get their salad tossed or eat some ass, and you got women that love it. They've been loving it. I mean, I known about it since back in the '90s and shit. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden that's a big thing. That's like one of the first questions a woman to ask you before you even sit down and talk. Like, do you eat ass? You're like, huh? What's your name again? Like. First thing you ask me, do I eat? You didn't ask me, do I have a job? You ask me, do I eat ass? I don't give a fuck if you got no job. Just do you eat ass? Okay, well, that's all right. But, that's the end thing now, man, eating ass. What you think about that?
I don't think nothing of it. I'm not eating your ass, baby. So, it ain't nothing for me to think about. Hey, look at D-Will, I might as well put the money on the table and walk right out the restaurant. Because, so you eating ass? You have good night. I got to tip my hat to him, man. Listen, let me take that back. If we in a relationship and she turned me on and she just got out the shower, it's highly probable.
It's highly probable. Okay.
D-Will, you can't be at work all day.
Oh no.
And you come home and
no.
I tell you another one. I'm not rubbing your feet when you just coming out in the door. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You want to take your shoes off? You've been walking around all day, and you want to take your shoes off? You want me to rub your stinking feet?
Well, hold on, Frank. Now, if she got clean feet, I don't give a fuck if she been walking around all day at work, whatever. Her feet shouldn't be stinking when she come home. Because if she got motherfucking stinking feet when she come home, you need to just get that bitch some older Edith or something like that for her motherfucking shoes. Her feet shouldn't stink. Period.
Go, go. I don't care, man. Stink, sweaty. Go on. Wash them for. I tell you what. Let me wash your feet. Let me wash your feet, and then yeah,
You want some Jesus? You want some Jesus shit? Let me ask
yeah.
you this. You want some Jesus shit? So you're saying no to kissing your girl first thing in the morning when we wake up with the morning breath. You're not gonna kiss her?
Yeah, I mean, good, good morning.
One of those kisses. One of those kisses. Closed mouth joint, not no tongue and shit.
Man, let me stop playing, man. Yeah, I would, man. You know, we it's my girl. If it's my girl, yeah, we cause you have to choose to deal with that. Come on, man. Everybody gonna have morning breath.
Hey, Frank. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm willing to bet you, when we get off this phone or this interview, you're gonna get a call from somebody saying you ate my ass like that the other night. What you doing lying on a lie?
And look here, and every phone got call blocked, right?
Oh man,
right there, man.
well I appreciate, man. I appreciate this time with you, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I enjoyed this conversation, man. At the end of the day, brother, um, I'm looking forward to your next book. The book right there.
Bloodlines Secrets. Let me before you roll out, man. Let me just let everybody know you can reach me. You can purchase the book at via Amazon. Bloodlines and Secrets: When Nightmares Become Reality. I'm at Twitter, Frankie J at Frankie J 530. Facebook is my government, Frankie Coombs. That's COOMBS. And my website is Frankie J Author, AUTHOR.com. And that'll give you some excerpts about me, the book, and where you can further have discussions as well.
No doubt, no doubt. I like the way you put that, man. I'm glad you put that in there. I wish I would have thought of that. I would have had it up on the screen for you, like it was professional and everything. But you got the information, people. I want y'all to go on his page, check Frankie out, purchase the book if you can. I mean, we need to support every black person in their business. It's actually a good book. I had a couple of people tell me that they loved the book, enjoyed the book. I had a girl actually that I had known from nowhere, just met the chick. And I said something to her about I'm doing an interview with Frankie Combs. She's like, yeah, the book Blood. I was like, you know the book, huh? She's like, yeah, I read the book, blase, blase. I was like, okay, go ahead. I said, you know what? I'll get your autograph copy. She's like, you know him like that? And that's when I pulled my shit out. Like, yeah, that's my man. You want me to eat your ass too? but yeah, so the book is being purchased out there, brother. And that's a good thing.
Thank you, man. Look at, man. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the interview, D. Will. You're a comic extraordinaire. And I'll catch you on the next, brother.
No doubt, man. And until next time, people, I want y'all to say peace, keep it real in DC, and see you in the group.
God bless.